What if Caitlin Clark's turbulent reception in the WNBA isn't just the natural resistance faced by rookies, but something far more orchestrated? What if her soaring popularity and electrifying play aren't welcomed by league leadership, but viewed instead as an unsettling challenge to the WNBA's established narrative? This possibility, once whispered only among the league's closest watchers, is now being spoken aloud, and the person pushing it into the open, none other than Sue Bird, a Hall of Famer whose legacy grants her rare insight into the league's behind-the-scenes workings. On the June 27 episode of her podcast, Bird's Eye View, Bird didn't hold back. She began with praise for Clark's unprecedented rookie campaign, a stunning 36-point performance, consistent scoring averages north of 30 points, and an explosive growth in fan engagement.
Watched pretty much every single one of Caitlin's games early on, because I am a fan. I do like good basketball. And of course, I wanted to see how she would do. Coming out of college and going in the WNBA, we as WNBA players were having basketball conversations. And everybody just took it to another place where we were attacking them as people. And it actually, we talked about this before, like the fan that went hard at Caitlin at the Connecticut Sun game in game 1 or 2, I can't remember, where there was an interaction where the fan almost got ejected. It's like, none of this is okay. And we never accept it. We never accept this on the men's side. Is it okay in our league? Why is it, welcome to mainstream sports?
I knew it was coming. This wasn't a surprise. And not just the comments that the commissioner made a few weeks ago, where she basically implied that the racial tension is good for business and invoking Magic and Bird. It's not good for business. It's never good for business. And sort of sidestep the question about racism and misogyny and hate that the players are receiving online, basically saying like, don't go on social media, or, it's sort of not real.
One thing I want to reset, that we want to reset, and it's the language being used around fans. Fever fans, Caitlin fans, new fans. That actually has to go. That has to go. I understand why at times it's been used. It's kind of just when you're in an interview and you get asked a question, it's kind of easy to go, the FIFA fan base.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? That has to go.
These new fans. It has to go. Because it's not the fever fans. It's not Caitlin fans.
The WNBA's perspective, the WNBA and the league office and Kathy's role specifically is basically to protect and shepherd the league, both from a business perspective, from a player welfare perspective, from a health and safety perspective, and from a growth and investment perspective. And this is where I feel like she's
not come out of college with the same level of popularity, scrutiny, all of it. Nobody has. Caitlin is one of one. There's zero doubt about that. Continuing to impress, and she's going to break records nonstop for the next couple of years. Yeah. It's just going to be a constant record.
She raised concerns about something deeper, a covert campaign to dull Clark's meteoric rise. Bird recounted receiving internal communications from the league during her media tours. These documents, according to Bird, described Clark's fast-growing fan base as over-enthusiastic outsiders and advised network partners to rebalance narratives and limit Clark-focused content. It sounded like media management, until it became clear that this was an effort to mute Clark's momentum. The memos weren't suggestions, Bird emphasized. They were strategic blueprints. She compared the situation to her own rookie days, when league officials eagerly spotlighted new stars. Back then, fresh talent was fuel for growth. Today, Clark's unprecedented buzz seems to have triggered an allergic reaction among some league executives. But Bird's revelations didn't stop at marketing. She discussed insider conversations suggesting the league was willing to manufacture conflict for headlines. One particularly alarming moment, an executive allegedly floated the idea of heightening racial contrast to generate fan interest. Bird said the suggestion stunned her. The notion that the WNBA, a league known for its progressive stance, would cynically exploit race to stir drama was deeply troubling. Others echoed her unease. Whisper networks among former players and insiders began bubbling. Quiet conversations hinted at referees being briefed to crack down on Clark specifically. A May 10 officiating directive urged zero tolerance for rookie emotive gestures in an apparent attempt to curb Clark's expressive style. That edict came to life on May 18th, After a missed layup, Clark slapped the backboard, a routine moment of frustration. The response? An immediate technical foul. Contrast that with Diana Taurasi's earlier outburst, throwing a water bottle, shouting at referees, no technical, no fine, not even a warning. Fans noticed. So did analysts. Viral clips began to emerge of Clark being roughed up in the paint with impunity. A shoulder check that flattened her drew no whistle. Yet in another game, a veteran player received a flagrant foul for a lesser action. A retired referee, speaking on condition of anonymity, confirmed suspicions. There's an implicit message to make things harder for Caitlin. They think she needs to earn her place, but it's clearly not the same standard. Then came the boiling point. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert gave an eyebrow-raising interview on CNBC. While acknowledging Clark's massive commercial impact, Engelbert emphasized the visual duality between Clark and fellow rookie Angel Reese. She framed them as marketable opposites, a tactic that felt racially coded to many. The backlash was immediate. Journalists, advocacy groups, and fans blasted the league for leveraging racial stereotypes. Then came the leaked deck, a promotional pitch titled Narrative Axis, Race and Rivalry. Phrases like grace versus grit and style versus swagger laid bare the manufactured divide. Angel Reese responded online, "I'm not here to be your contrast character. I'm here to play." Clark soon followed. This game isn't about division. It's about heart. But the league's discomfort was growing. As Clark continued to set records, the WNBA seemed unsure how to handle the tidal wave. Ticket sales spiked 85%. Her jersey shattered previous sales benchmarks. Even the WNBA's historic $2 billion broadcast deal was widely attributed to the attention she brought. Instead of embracing this moment, the league appeared torn. Some insiders saw Clark as the torchbearer for the sport's next era. Others feared she was becoming bigger than the league itself. A confidential strategy document dated May 2nd, entitled "The Risk of Overexposure," outlined the dilemma clearly. Let Clark's star rise or recalibrate the spotlight to preserve team parity. Bird and her podcast co-host Megan Rapinoe were blunt. "When you have someone who makes the league magnetic," Rapinoe said, "you lean in, you don't suppress it. You don't dim the brightest light," Bird added. "Clark is the brightest thing we've seen. Let her illuminate the game." Through it all, Clark persisted. She faced physical play, media skepticism, and whispered agendas. She kept showing up, kept delivering. She helped lift an entire franchise and brought millions of new eyes to the league. And still, the central question lingers. Why hasn't the WNBA fully embraced her? Is it fear of change? A protective instinct for the league's traditional base? Or is it apprehension about the audience Clark is drawing? Diverse, energized, and ready to shake the status quo. Whatever the cause, the WNBA stands at a pivotal crossroads. Will it be a league that evolves, that celebrates every star's ascent, or one that lets internal politics hold back the very growth it craves?